Euge here. Mixing Tips Drums continues, this time with overheads. Let's listen the whole mix briefly and then drums and then just the overheads and go through them. Alright, not much going on, but sound-wise quite a big different. Usually with overheads, what I do in this case, I have two tracks, overhead stereo, overhead mono. So I cut the lows off. What you heard when I bypassed the channel strips and the EQs, the kick drum kind of was a lot there. And I don't really want that, because I want the overheads to be overheads, but I don't want to get too much low end, because even cymbals, they have a certain amount of low end, but not much, in this register. So this is the stereo overhead track. What I've done is I just cut it out the mud, what I usually cut out. I really don't like this lower mid walk. This one. If you got it too much, it's kind of dead. Then I'm adding just a tiny bit of 8K, 14K. Kind of this air. And then I've used a little bit compression. I don't want this. Mono overheads. Here I haven't cut that much because the kick sounds actually pretty good here, and it's mono, it's center, so it's kind of adds something to the kick. Again, this mud off. Too much and it's dead. A little bit compression. A little bit 14K. And quite a bit of the mic pre, just to make it louder and, more mojo. And as you see, I'm not sending ride and hi-hat to the overhead bus. Overhead bus is here, and there's nothing going on because I EQ'd and compressed them. These individual tracks, there's just soothe to get rid of some of the harshness. Let me show you. Bypass. Get rid of a little bit of those stuff. Cymbals move. Hi-hat is here. So, taking low end out, adding some 200 kind of body, and then a little bit of 3K. Let's listen to the hi-hat. A little bit of gating, getting rid of the unwanted noise. And then ride is also on another track. Let's see what I believe now it's the right beat. Yeah. Soothe. Quite a big difference. Again, this mud off, a little bit top. With the compression, you get this nipple sound more audible. A little bit gating. Quite a lot of mic pre on this one. Compressor 2:1 ratio. The reason, I think I just said, but why I'm sending these not to the overhead bus, which is kind of, I think, the usual way. I can have more control over the ride and hi-hat and can pan them however I like. So now let's listen them together with the overheads. And I'm sending a little bit to the overheads to short reverb. Well, it's basically non-existent there, but you know, sometimes you might want to add more reverb to overheads. This is basically because I'm sending everything to the short reverb, so they kind of live in the same place. I'm sending even a little bit to the, you know, the room sounds, but that's the topic of the next video. All right, so that was the overheads. Short recap. What I do, what usually works, take a little bit of that boxiness out, add some airy top, compress them a little bit, and you know, take out the low end you don't need. On this mono track, I like the low end because it's centered mono, so I didn't cut that much because that added something to the kick drum sound. All right, that was overheads. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and informative and got some tips and tricks to your overhead mixing. Bye.